Hi everyone, welcome back to Everyday Empowerment English, your go-to podcast for turning language struggles into unstoppable confidence. I'm Mia.
And I'm Alex. This week, we're diving into the secret weapon behind every thriving learner and leader building a resilient mindset. Whether you're mastering new skills or facing life's unexpected twists, remember, life doesn't get easier, but you get stronger.
That's right. Have you ever felt knocked down by a setback at work, a personal disappointment, or just the daily stress of life? It can be really tough to pick yourself back up, can it?
Absolutely. Life throws curveballs our way all the time, but the key isn't avoiding those challenges, it's about how we respond to them. And that's where a resilient mindset comes in.
Exactly. Today, we're going to explore what it means to be resilient and why it's so vital for navigating life's ups and downs. To help us understand this better, we'll hear a conversation between Sophia, a young athlete recovering from a major injury, and Marcus, a former professional player who has rebuilt his life through resilience.
What's Marcus's secret to overcoming setbacks, and how can we build that same resilient mindset for ourselves? Let's find out together.
Marcus, it's been a while. I heard you're coaching now. How's that going?
Hey, Sophia. Yeah, I love it. Coaching is different from playing, but I find it just as fulfilling.
That's great, but don't you ever feel frustrated? Like, don't you miss being on the field, competing at that level?
I used to feel that way, but I learned that resilience isn't about holding on to the past. It's about adapting the present and growing through every challenge.
But how do you move forward when something you've worked so hard for is suddenly gone?
It's tough, no doubt, but resilience isn't about avoiding difficulties. It's about facing them head on. Every setback is a chance to rebuild and come back stronger in a new way.
That sounds great in theory, but honestly, it can be exhausting. I was at my peak, and now I feel like I'm starting over from zero.
I get it. I felt the same when my career ended due to injury. But here's what I learned: progress isn't always linear. The key is to focus on your growth rather than where you think you should be.
Okay, but where do I even start? Right now, all I see is everything I lost.
I start with small wins. Every day set one achievable goal. It might be something like a simple physical exercise, a short meditation, or even just changing your perspective on one small thing.
Alright, I can try that. What else can I do?
And try to reframe your struggles. Instead of seeing a setback as the end, view it as a transition. Many of the strongest people I know are those who adapted and found new paths after facing difficulties.
I never thought of it that way. Maybe I need to stop focusing on what's gone and start looking at what's next.
Exactly. Resilience is all about moving forward, even if it's slow. Keep showing up, and you'll discover just how strong you really are.
That was such a powerful conversation. It's so easy to feel defeated when life doesn't go as planned, but as Marcus said, setbacks don't define us. They refine us.
Absolutely. And it makes me wonder, how do we each handle setbacks in our own lives? My first reaction is usually disappointment or frustration. But over time, I've learned to ask, what can I learn from this? And that simple question helps me move forward.
That's a great point, Alex. Resilience is about understanding that progress isn't a straight line. There are ups and downs, moments when you feel like you're stepping backward. The key is to keep learning and adapting along the way.
Listeners, think back to a challenge you faced recently. How did you respond? Did you resist the setback, or did you find a way to adapt and grow from it?
And here's another thought. Do you believe resilience is something you're born with, or can it be learned over time? We'd love to hear your opinions in the comments.
For me, while some people might have a natural spark of optimism, resilience is a skill that can be developed with practice and experience. Just like we learn to ride a bike, we can learn to bounce back from challenges.
Exactly. Every setback is an opportunity to learn and grow, and even small lessons can build a resilient mindset over time. Remember, your journey is about progress, not perfection.
That's a great point, Mia. If resilience is a skill we can develop, let's talk about some practical strategies to build a stronger, resilient mindset. Our first key takeaway is to embrace adaptability. Remember, resilience isn't about being rigid. It's about being willing to adjust your approach when things don't go as planned.
Exactly. Think of it like this. If your first plan hits a roadblock, don't give up. Instead, ask yourself, what's another way I could try this? Being flexible is a real sign of strength.
Our second crucial strategy is to acknowledge your efforts. Building resilience isn't always about immediate success. Often, real strength lies in simply showing up and doing the work even when it's tough.
Absolutely. Did you try something new today, even if it didn't go perfectly? Did you push through a challenging moment? Recognizing your effort and commitment to keep trying is a huge part of building resilience.
And our final key takeaway is to practice reframing setbacks. Instead of viewing challenges as failures, see them as opportunities for learning and growth.
That's so powerful. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? Or what new possibilities might this open up? Shifting your perspective can completely change how you approach future challenges. But before we move on, here's a quick vocabulary boost with some key words and phrases from today's episode. Twist means an unexpected change or turn of events. Example, facing life's unexpected twists can be challenging. Setback means a difficulty or obstacle that delays progress. Example, a setback at work can be discouraging. Secret weapon means a hidden or unexpected advantage. Example, a resilient mindset is your secret weapon. Pick yourself back up means to recover from a disappointment or difficulty. Example, it's important to learn how to pick yourself back up after failure. Curveballs means unexpected and challenging events. Example, life throws curveballs our way. Resilient mindset means a way of thinking that helps you bounce back from challenges. Example, but building a resilient mindset is crucial. Vital means extremely important or necessary. Example, resilience is vital for navigating life. Fulfilling means causing happiness or satisfaction. Example, coaching can be very fulfilling. Reframe means to think about or express something in a different way. Example, try to reframe your struggles as learning opportunities. Defeated means feeling like you have lost or been overcome. Example, it's easy to feel defeated when things don't go as planned. Ups and downs means a mix of good and bad experiences in life. Example, life has its ups and downs. Rigid means not flexible or willing to change. Example, resilience isn't about being rigid. Adaptability means the ability to change or adjust to new conditions. Example, adaptability is a key component of resilience. But acknowledge means to recognize or admit the existence or truth of something. Example, acknowledge your efforts, even when they don't lead to immediate success. Bounce back means to recover quickly from a setback or difficulty. Example, just like we learn to ride a bike, we can learn to bounce back from challenges.
Building a resilient mindset takes time and effort, but every step you take makes a difference.
That's right. By focusing on adaptability, acknowledging your efforts, and reframing setbacks, you're building incredible inner strength.
We'd love to hear about your experiences. In the comments below, tell us about a time you showed resilience or what's one thing you're going to try this week to build your resilience.
And if you found today's episode helpful, please share it with someone who needs it, because resilience grows when we lift each other up.
Thanks so much for joining us on Everyday Empowerment English. Until next time, stay resilient and keep growing.